Hello and welcome back to the Dynamic Duo podcast. Today we're gonna talk about the past few episodes. We've been doing a series on different areas of personal growth, and today we want to do a little recap about what we've talked about and how you can set a goal, how you can choose an area to grow in, set a goal in that area, and achieve success in that area. So let's dive in. Hello, Armando. How are you doing today?
Good to see you again. And yeah, doing well, doing fantastic. It's amazing. And so that the time flies, and we came to the end of this series.
Yeah, amazing. Yes.
And you are back from your vacation. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
So, yeah, let's do a little recap. What we've talked about, like what are the different areas, maybe for people who weren't listening to all the episodes and missed some. Can you talk a little bit about a few areas that we talked about? And
Yeah, our motivation was uh, just to demystify and just to clarify a little bit what personal growth is, because it's a very generic terminology, right? I mean, there are many areas in life. Human beings are so complex that's the reason why we decided to break it down, right? And we talk about emotional growth, or slash social growth or social skills growth, and I believe we dedicated 2 episodes to that one. The episodes, they were like very quick, easy information for everyone to access and to get an overview. And hopefully, each one of you, with this information, will be able to filter and identify an area in your life where you might want to focus and find the right tools, the right people, and the right process to help you achieve your aspirations. So yeah, emotional slash social growth. Last week we spoke about career growth, and some of these areas of personal growth. Of course, there is no cut and dry separation between them. So some of them have to do with each other often, and more than likely, you will find them overlapping each other. And but of course, always with one focus or a main focus. So those are the two one areas that came to my mind. What do you think? What else did we touch on, Anya?
we also mentioned physical growth, health, would
Mm,
that be? There's also intellectual growth.
mm,
Um, yeah.
yeah. And you shared with us last week that you achieved some of the goals that you were pursuing. So congratulations once more. Did you achieve any new goals since last session?
No, I set longer goals.
All right. Long range goals. All right.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So when someone who's listening is like, well, that's all nice information of you two, and it was interesting, but how do I find one area I can focus on? Because I oftentimes we can't focus on everything. It's just too much. So it would be wise, and that's also a suggestion of both of us, I think, that you choose one or two areas where you set goals and where you focus on, because you don't want to get tired of your goals. If
Mm,
you set too many goals, that's just gonna
Not
overwhelm.
doable.
Yes, not doable, exactly. So if a listener doesn't know where to start, how could they figure out where they could start with a goal?
Well, this is like the compressed version of it, and if I may shamelessly promote our own upcoming webinar, coaching, mastermind and coaching combination of program, please get in touch with us. But maybe get in touch with somebody that can help you, because it's a complex process. It's easier said than done, but the basic idea is to really focus on one area, of course, and following the Pareto principle, focusing on the one area that you think you're going to benefit the most and that will make the most difference in your life. Because I believe everyone, I mean, I know I do need to grow in all of the areas that we just mentioned. Of course, I need to get better at every single area. But then what is the main focus in this stage in my life? So that's the basic idea. I mean, you can filter the information, you can go through our timeline and review what we've been talking over the last few weeks, take notes and try to find information in that regard, or drop us a note, send us a comment, and if we can help you out, we gladly do that. But yeah, just like pick one area. That would be the very basic thing to do. Just like
Mhm.
decide what is going to have the most impact in my life, the main area, whether that is health, finances, career, emotional, social, intellectual, and so on. That would be the basic. And if I may add something, we spoke about this one process, but I'll repeat it really quick. I mean, when we do coaching, we take our clients through what we call the personal perspective cycle, right? In which you know, there is a lot of homework to be done before you do that. You come to that stage, but after you focus on one area, try to break it down to to very small actions. I mean, our life is basically all of our habits put together. That what we do on the daily basis. That's our life, right? So it's in our best interest to gather to practice good habits that will powerful habits that will bring us uh, to the next level in life, right? So I mean, habits are actions, things that we do uh, on the daily basis, routinely, right? So once you break down those, and you pick one area and then you break it down and just think about that again. Okay, what can I do? One thing that I can do that can impact my life again. For example, if help me out, you went through this area or you are very active in this area, in the area of health and fitness, right, Anya? For example, I don't know, if you pick health and fitness, right? You want to lose weight. Okay, you decided you pick your area. That's what I want to focus on. What are the many things that someone can do in order to get better in that area, Anya?
Well, I think there are two different aspects of this
Hmm.
when we take losing weight.
Hmm.
So there are obstacles you have, like
Hmm.
bad habits you have that
Hmm.
you need to break. Maybe you eat sweet stuff every single day. Maybe you overeat a lot, whatever it is. Maybe
Hmm.
you're a couch potato because
Couch potato.
it's just so much more comfortable than running. No judgment here. There are just habits that you have to break. Um, and then there are habits that you need to start. So those are the two areas that you have to figure out. And I would suggest write down everything. Like, what are the bad habits you think you have and you need to break? And what are the good habits that you know you could or you should start? Because in most areas, we know what we could do, especially with health, fitness, losing weight. We all know we have to eat less sugar, eat more healthy, eat more vegetables, move our bodies. That's not a secret.
Mm,
So losing weight is not a science we don't understand.
right.
But we have habits that prevent us, or maybe we have, I don't know, maybe one of your habits or something you have is in the way of your goal or that you start your new habit. So I would suggest write everything down and then start with one.
Mm,
Either break one habit or start a new habit. Maybe it's walking, and we're both big fans of small habits.
mm,
Start with moving your body 10 minutes per day. And if it's just running around the block
mm,
or walking, do something very, very small. Start it, do it daily. That would be my suggestion. And then once you master that habit, increase it or add another one.
mm,
Maybe you started with walking around the block, and then you realize, okay, that's easy. I can actually do something else. And then you say, okay, I'm gonna take one meal a day that I eat and make it healthy
mhm.
or something like that.
I know of people that go even smaller, right? I mean, they were like, okay, I'm gonna. This might sound like an exaggeration if you are not a fan of eating vegetables, for example, right? So like, okay, I'm going to leave some sweets out, or maybe I'm going to eat a couple of leaves or
Yeah.
a slice of tomato. Even if you have to go to that extreme, of course this is very extreme, but that's it. I mean, that's the beginning.
Yeah.
That's a small habit. It's a tiny habit that you can start with. Just adding to what Anya just said. I know of people that it was difficult for them to go for a run, to run a 10K, but they wanted to. That was the aspiration, But somehow their busy lifestyle, the job, their working hours, the schedule was very wacky, so they couldn't do it. They were exhausted at the end of the day. So when people that when they came from work, they put on their shoes and they just went to the corner. I mean, they they didn't go for 10 minutes walk, nothing like that. They just went to the corner and came back. That's it. But the point of that was to get into the routine. This is the beginning of something big, and they stay with it. They stay with it. They stay with it. And so yeah, start small. That's better than nothing. And actually, it's much, much, much better than
Yeah.
doing nothing. Yeah, awesome advice, Anya.
And also something, an advice from me, if we talk about those small steps, it might feel like walking to the corner might feel silly to you.
Mm,
But like Armando said, if it's nothing's too small to start, and don't feel silly doing something very small. It's better to do this small thing than do nothing, and it's not stupid
no.
or weird. It's amazing because you started something, you're starting a new habit, and that counts, and you will grow through that. I
Mm,
mean, I started with, and it's not that I was very unfit or that I didn't have the time, but I started with 10 minutes runs.
mm,
And I mean, I used to go to the gym for 45 minutes. Like 10 minutes was not a lot, but it was after a time where I was more a couch potato than going to the gym. So I wanted to get back into the habit. And instead of going for 2 hours and ruining my health and my knees
Right,
or
right,
anything else, I was like, okay, I'm going to do the 10 minutes.
right.
And I'm going to commit to those 10 minutes. And if I can do 20, then that's great. But if I only do 10, then that's fine too. Today in the morning, I was so tired. I didn't want to go for a run. I was like, okay, just go and just run twice around the block, which is around 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's,
That's a big block.
yeah, I mean, it's like I could run around my house, but it's like the street and in between are a lot of houses. So
Okay.
it's like 10 minutes. And then while I was running and the 10 minutes came to an end, I thought, okay, I wanted to have a round number on my kilometers.
In your
Uh,
count?
yes. So I ran a little bit more. And because I was already on the way of a new round, I was like, I'll just do one more. Actually 15 minutes instead of 10 minutes, which is
It's addictive, right?
it's it's great. And it's not sometimes I do 30 minutes and sometimes I only do 10 minutes, but it's better than zero.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good testimony. That's great because it is really the motion of life, and we all will go through that, whether that is fitness, finances, career, emotion. That's basically the wave that we go through,
Yeah.
and if we train in that way, it's like main thing I do this and stay consistent, which has been one of the main topics that we've been talking over the last few weeks. Stay consistent, no matter how small that is. Main thing is stay consistent, and then you will see a difference in your life. Yeah. Yeah. I think with that, I mean, anyone will be busy for a while and positively busy. I mean, they will see results, I believe.
Yeah. Yes. You definitely see results. And you the more you reach or the closer you get to your goal and the more results you see, the more you're going to be motivated. And that's actually very nice thing. I mean,
Mm,
there are dips, obviously. You're not always motivated, but there are moments when you see, oh, it worked, and then you want to do more. And that's such an amazing feeling that I can just recommend. Start and wait to see what it does and how it can change you. And we often underestimate what those tiny steps can actually do for us.
that's
It
right.
takes, but even after a little time, you'll see a difference, you'll realize it, and then the more you do, the more results you will see, and it will feel amazing.
That's right. That's right. By the way, how's your knee?
Oh, my knee, it's good.
It's fine.
I,
All right.
yeah, I mean, I try not to overdo it because I don't want to hurt it again, but
Mhm.
I didn't have any trouble with it lately. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Very good. So we'll see soon that famous the awaited video of you around the lake with Rocky's music. No
I,
pressure.
I hope, but I'm a little bit afraid since it's getting colder outside. I'm a little bit afraid it's gonna be too cold soon and I'm gonna go back to the gym to run
Oh,
and doing this. But
who knows,
uh,
right?
who knows? Who
Well,
knows?
I mean, this is Europe, so in October, I mean, October can surprise us sometimes. I mean, there is beautiful weather sometimes in October. I love the weather. I mean, when we have that type of late summer in October, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll see me. Otherwise, you'll see a picture of my treadmill or something like that. My
With
10K
with
on the
with,
treadmill.
with the proof on the screen, 10K. All right, all right. We'll have to
If
do it with
not,
that.
maybe it's not the nice lake view. So,
Yeah.
but that's also something. Don't let anything throw you off,
That's
even if
right.
it's cold.
Even if it's
I mean,
cold.
you can find other ways to reach your goal when something doesn't work the way you thought it would.
That's right. That's right. Very good. Very good, Anya. Well, how are we doing on time?
I think we're coming to an end soon.
All right.
So is there one last thing you want to leave with our audience?
Just encourage everyone to stay consistent and to something that we've spoke in the past as well about, and that I know that Anya and I practice is the 5-second rule. You know, if the Mel Robbins principle, right? I mean, don't think about it too much. You know, you have to do something good for you, like go for a jog, go for a walk, whatever that is, your new habit. Don't think too much. Don't let your brain trick you into especially now that it's going to slowly be colder and colder every week. You know, you might be encouraged by your brain to say like, no, here on the couch is better and warm and cozy. No. Don't give yourself that chance. Get up and do it. Stay consistent. That will be my encouragement for all of you today.
Yes, that's an amazing encouragement. So thank you all for watching and listening, and have a successful and blessed week. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.